It's week 2 of the NFL, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Colts and the Vikings, and it's all up next.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they near the end zone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They go play action. Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going. When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start with the option. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be completed.
That was free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like...
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 71 yards. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Colts are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Got a man, it's complete to Jelani Woods. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After 7-0 on the A's. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On the option left, Richardson. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming before the big hit occurs.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go, here we go. Check smash, check smash.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Running left, Taylor. There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 14-yard line. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. Back to Taylor on first down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They run the option on second down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First and 10, Taylor now. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Go, Reed, go.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it is 28-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And this one too low.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
On second down, here's the option. Powering forward and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
On second down, it's Taylor. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins on first down. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Cousins now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Cousins. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. Gets past one man, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A solid stiff arm, and he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. To throw, Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. They'll find Osborne here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Jordan Davis collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there.
Jettas.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A big play there for Indy. 69 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Gay is up and good. Over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Play action. Now Richardson rolling to his left. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On the option left, Richardson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing is Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Back to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contour, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And this offense on third down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, this is Madison. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
79 Broncos, Warriors, 70. Check smash, check smash. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Richardson working from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Jonathan Taylor, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Indianapolis, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.